Yo, short intro today, even shorter than normal. Fred, what's going on? Small T-Dub, what is up, what is up? Be right after, wait a second. Okay, my armrests are adjustable, and it blows my mind when one is just like ever so slightly lower than the other. And they're very like minutely adjustable, so sometimes it's hard to tell if they're even. And mine equals blown when they're not, so. Small's first one in today, what a legend. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, I think this is on players 1. I think I was doing something the other day, and yeah. We just go players 3 on this build. Nothing big here, but I suck at Mosaic. Maybe. Maybe, Fred. Can't prove that I don't. Michael G, welcome in my car. Deadeye. D2R patch notes. Is there patch notes today? I seen a thing, but then I kind of forgot about it. I seen a thing. We'll have to take a look at that when it pops up. If the patch notes are today, then absolutely. I'm sure that it will be announced today, because it's got to be early December when the ladder is, so that they can stay on track with their 23 Nights of Terror. That they generally do like that. So yeah, Janitor at Blizzard should be posting. Yeah, right. No. They got one of the OGs on it, but just one guy though. They keep him like he's like Milton from Office Space. He's just like tucked back in the boiler room with like a desk. They're like, yeah, that lamp you have on your desk, we're gonna need that. Why haven't your checks showed up yet? Oh, well, we're working it out with payroll. Yeah, just walk away. When's the ladder? They were talking about that. There should be an announcement soon, sometime, we think. Can anyone? Let's see. Anyone confirm? Let me look it up. Let me Google something real quick. Does anyone know if there's supposed to be for sure patch notes today? Which, I mean, there's not going to be any like, oh, look at these huge crazy changes, but just like with the patch notes, it'll be like, there's these 3 bugs we fixed, and also the ladder's resetting. So, oh, Kermit, Wicked, what's going on? Buck Native over there on Twitch, what's going on, fellas? Welcome in. What it do? What's going on, Kermit? Good to see you. Good to see you. Supposed to be a ladder announcement today. Somebody said there. Kermit says there. I didn't even look at the screen to see if anything good dropped. Just got, oh, Wicked, jeez. Hopefully that worked. Hopefully it's best of luck with that, Wicked. Yeah, hoping for the best there. Oh, I stink at liking Mosaic. I missed that part. I misread it or something. Has posted that he posted that there's supposed to be a post. Makes sense. Gotcha. That's good enough for me. That's what I thought I had seen, Smoltz. But yeah, tough to trust this thing up here. You know what I'm saying? Or I mean, it's a steel trap. I never forget anything. Sean, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm hoping that they do another one of those Friday night ladder launches. Just seems like it's way better for everybody, including myself, to be honest. I don't have to get the kid up for school the next day. Ooh. They got to think of us, all us old people. And since they don't need to like really push for like numbers for, because like for D4 or like for brand new games that launch, you need those opening weekend launch numbers to look good for investors and stuff. For D2R, they don't worry about that, right? They should, I'm pretty sure anyways, hopefully they did, and they do /R, whatever way you word this. I'm not really an English major, but they're more concerned about what's better for the player base at this point. And they're less worried about anything like that. I think. Trying to build a new PC tonight. Nice. Congrats on the upgrade, I'm assuming? Yeah, I guess people usually don't buy a PC that's a downgrade, huh?
It's insane!
Oh, Bit coming through on Twitch. With 5 gifted memberships. And what? And then Wicked Ball gifts went to 5-bit. Thank you so much. You Slayer. That was a good Slayer right there. If I don't say so myself. Appreciate you. Very kind, very kind. And Wicked Ball, thank you for gifting a membership over there on Twitch as well. Also Slayer. Ooh, a Warcry Ogrex. Oh, almost 3 years. Oh my gosh. You know what, Bit? I was wrong. You're not a Slayer. Actually, it turns out on YouTube, you're a legendary Slayer. Thank you so much. Absolute legend. Appreciate you. A bazillion. Giants released Danny Dimes. I seen that. Hey, Daniel Jones to the Raiders? Maybe. Daniel Jones to Carolina? Where's he going? Bilbo Carter, welcome in. What's going on? KC Killer. Black Friday would be a sick launch day, says Smulps. Yeah, some people were saying sometime in December. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would be like early December or something, but we'll have to see. I forget the way that the 23 Nights of Terror falls. If that's like... It's not through Christmas, right? They usually launch that and it runs like through the end of the year or something. I don't remember exactly how that works, but yeah. Edmonton Elks. You might be right. Danny Dimes getting signed to the Detroit Lions practice squad. Yeah, patch notes coming today, George. Yeah, we've been chatting about it a little bit. Making sure I remembered things correctly the way they're supposed to go, but Big William Friday, yeah. Dallas, what's going on? Most minimal effort build for a new player. I mean, you can't go wrong. Minimal effort. Let's see. New player. So that'd be like playthrough and all that good stuff. I hear new players kind of have the best time with the hammered in, like on playthroughs and then right after the playthrough and stuff. So maybe I would recommend just generally look up stuff for the hammered in, I guess. Yeah, it kind of depends what part of the game the new player is in or plans to get to, sort of, too. But I've always seen / heard new players playing the hammered, and they're always like, yeah, it was a pretty smooth playthrough. And for a new person to say that is like, okay. So I guess I'll base my opinion on that one. Steve L saying he's pretty sure it ended on the 31st of December last year. Yeah, I thought it ran through the end of the year, but wasn't sure, right? Trying to do a Paladin Hero Editor, Death Dream says up here. Having trouble with my files getting it to work. Yeah, hopefully what, well, Poop is saying there. I don't know about that name, Bit. You gotta go back to Bit Explorer. But hopefully what he's saying there can help you out. I appreciate you, Mr. Poop. I don't know about that name. My daughter'd be cracking up if she heard me reading your name right now. Big William recommend the hammered in there too. Go Colts, Jumbo Jet. Boy, Boo this man. Man, if the Lions lost to the Colts, I would be upset. I couldn't imagine the Lions losing to the Colts, but we're down a few defensive players. Offense is full go though, so I couldn't see that happening. But boy, that'd be a rough one. Greg Kelly up here a minute ago got first SOJ. Nice. So yeah, Kermit and Big William both kind of on board with my recommendation of the Hammered In for a new player. Yeah, I've seen and slash heard, like I was saying, kind of stuff that would lead me to believe that. Sometimes it's hard for, me been playing for so long to, know for sure what to recommend to a new person, but I think that's kind of what I'd go with. But hype chest open. Oh, why is this person eating so much stuff? A Twitch hype chest. Legendary. George going Patriots against the Colts on December 1st. Nice. Football games, kind of cool to go to. Really expensive, but yeah. The whole event, kind of fun to do, right? Daniel Jones went to Dallas and beat the Giants. Would be epic. I mean, Daniel Jones could try to pull what Baker Mayfield did a couple years ago, how he went, Stafford got hurt or whatever, and then Baker Mayfield went to the Colts and won those games. And maybe if he went to Dallas, chucking the ball to CeeDee Lamb and stuff, resurrect his career, make himself look good. Fred. That's not a bad call right there. I like it. Marty, yo, what's going on, you nerd? What's up? What's going on, Fred? Good to see you in here. Not important. Welcome in, slaying like always. Yeah. Fridays, let's go. Oh, Wild Bill. Appreciate the little raid. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hopefully having a wonderful day. We got Max Hurricane right now rocking, so. Welcome in, Wild Bill. Welcome. When are we getting more throwback streams? Should start releasing them. Throwback streams. What do you mean? I don't know, Mary. I don't know what you mean by start releasing them. Oh, you mean like playing other games like I was mentioning the other day now. I gotcha. Not sure. Great question. I need to buy a capture card. Is what I need to do. I should look into that because I feel like capture cards, they used to be like $70, $100, but I feel like now they're like super cheap. Like you can just get like a USB. You don't even have to get a real capture card. You can just like buy a USB plug-in. I don't know if it's considered a capture card still, but Lions look ridiculous, saying Michael Galladay. Yeah, they look pretty good. Hopefully they don't biff it, huh? But we're hoping. Anyone wondering, I do dual stream Twitch and YouTube, if you ever wonder. I do got the up above me, you can kind of see / tell that, but sometimes it's not necessarily obvious too also. Uh-oh. My apologies. Had a sneeze attack there real quick. Philosophy for today. Always make more money than you spend. Philosophy of the day. Marty says, hope all is well, Phil. Appreciate you. Yeah. Doing fine, so can't complain. Trash had a burr and low drop within 5 minutes yesterday. Oh, man. Stop taking all my luck, bro. Congratulations. George says, doesn't know what a capture card is. So it's pretty much just a thing that you can put in your computer or plug into your computer And it's just like an adapter that you would run like your Xbox through, essentially, so that it just captures the video going from like your Xbox to your television, and then it makes it go into your broadcasting software, essentially. So yeah, that way you can stream when you're playing on Xbox. You know, you run it through your PC and then you can stream it to Twitch or YouTube or whatever. Rune, yo, love it. Kermit says, yeah, they've gotten a lot cheaper, Yeah, I was kind of figuring I could probably get one for, I feel like I've seen them for like 30 bucks or something. Who knows on the quality you get out of that type of system, but I'll look up some how-tos and see what some people say and blah, blah, blah. I should get around to that. I might just maybe in the next day or two, maybe just take a complete, like, just plan a complete day off and get some of this stuff done. I still haven't got my merch stuff, just being kind of lazy / doing other things. I just need to set aside like everything but stream or make video day. Gotta get on it. Gotta get on those coffee mugs, right? Those sweet filled mugs. Oh, the archive stream. Oh, so that was an accident. I didn't realize that because that was the only stream. Most streams I don't unlist. If you go on my live streams, Mary, you can go back and watch live streams from like 4 years ago and stuff, like all the time. They're not hidden or anything. You just got to go back and look for them, or click on my live streams playlist and you can go back and find them. But there's certain individual ones that I have for whatever reason. And that was launch day of Diablo 2 Resurrected. I don't remember why I unlisted it, to be honest. I think there was just like a bunch of trolls in chat that were like messing with me and stuff, and I didn't like it. So I just like unlisted it after a while. And then now if I relisted it, it notifies everybody, and you can't like stop it from notifying everybody if I unlist it. So I unlisted it, and I was like, oh shoot, I don't want to send out notifications for everybody for like relisting anything I unlisted. And then yeah, I was like, whatever, I'll just won't list it, it's fine. But yeah, patch notes day, yeah, that's what we hear. Feel free to let me know what when that launches. I mean, why do you need a capture card? So I was thinking about doing some variety streams type stuff, George, like whether I play like some of the old PS1 Final Fantasies 7, 8, 9, or I play Fallout or Elder Scrolls, or like I have all these games. Like I don't need to rebuy them for PC or buy Steam or pay for Steam monthly or do all this stuff. I already have them, but I can pay like 30 bucks for a capture card and then do these variety streams, right? So Wild Bill, appreciate you. Says loves the content. Very kind of you. Thanks for watching. Mutu says he started playing Final Fantasy VII on Switch. Nice, yeah. Exactly. See, something like that. Go back and do one of these replays like that of some old game that pretty much everybody likes, right? Just kind of for a variety, you switch it up once in a while. Greg says, slay your thirst with a sweet fill mug. Yeah, I gotta get on those. Now, a couple people were very insistent on asking about those specifically, so Marty saying PoE 2 looks great. Didn't see anything about it. I don't really worry too much about the other games too much, like newer modern games. Sweet Phil's too lazy for that kind of stuff, right? Who's got time to learn a new game? Mary said it'd be cool to see something more than just D2. Yeah, there are definitely a lot of people, people that really like my streams and stuff. I've definitely heard it, and I do want to oblige and all that stuff. But there's definitely like 50% of the people that watch my streams kind of just watch for the Diablo 2 content. And then if only, you know, I've kind of mentioned this before, part of it's how the YouTube algorithm works, and it works this way for streams too. If I stream something besides D2, YouTube will look at it and be like, whoa, he's getting half as many viewers as he normally does. This stream must suck. We won't show it to anybody. And then I'll get even less viewers. Like, I'll start off getting half as many viewers as normal, and then I'll get even less than that because YouTube will think my stream sucks. You know what I mean? Just because I don't get my normal, you know, wait a second, this guy always watches the streams. Why isn't he today? Oh, the stream must suck. We won't show it to nobody. So it's kind of like, you know, it's tough. We're all slaves to the algorithms, right? Previn says he heard like something around 2. Yeah, it should be, yeah, something like 1, 2, 3. I don't remember exactly, but you say a Discord you've seen it in. If you say 2, I would say very well could be. Very well could be. Get a Nintendo emulator, play Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I mean, I have my Nintendo, Fred. I still have my Nintendo from when I was a kid. I have Punch Out, so I could, yeah. If I get a capture card, I could play Punch Out legitimately. So. Someone said that the season 9 date posted. Well, I'll pull it up real quick and see. Why not? Don't see nothing yet. Let's see. Don't see anything yet, but maybe we can find something here. Some people are saying it, but can any of the mods post it into YouTube here, or can someone post it up just in the general chat on Discord, just so I can pull it up, look at it? Yeah, I assume there's not. It's not. Oh, we added 7 new rune words. Like, I wasn't expecting that, you know. Two fixes. Well, the thing is they fixed everything already, right? So what are they supposed to fix now? Appreciate you, Marty. You say you got it up in the main hang. What a legend. Appreciate you. Helping a streamer out. Right after this run, we'll pull it up. I'll take a look at it, and I'll spend the 1.5 minutes looking at it and make a comment or two on it, and get back to slaying here. Loading. Birdie saying maybe Blizzard will stop hating and add some new stuff to D2R. Yeah, I've kind of mentioned before, they have no motivation to add new things to D2R at this point, really, right? Like, how many people do you think they're going to bring back to D2R by adding more content, right? Or how many more copies of the game are they going to sell? Bring you over here. Finally got to it. Noob streamer here, don't worry about it. Web browser. Resurrected season 9 coming soon. Yep. Returned on December 6th to wreak havoc amongst the burning hells ranks in ladder season 9. So, patch goes live on December 3rd with a bug that fixes when a monster or a player or mercenary have the same aura. Ooh! Did they fix? Wait, is that the thing with the conviction aura on Infinity? When you come across a monster and all of a sudden it hurts your mercenaries' resistance? Did they fix that? That's good. You know how annoying that is? When you're like, you're like, why did my mercenary get wrecked so bad? And then you look at your mercenary and he's got like minus 90 res, and you're like, what? Crazy. Move directions are now bindable. Don't know what that means, but sure. This is the best we could hope for, right? Wait, if I scroll down, am I gonna see Mosaic nerfed? Where is it? Where does it say Mosaic nerfed? Mosaic removed? No, I'm sure. Just joking. So, North American, 5, 6, 7. So it's 8 o'clock on the 6th. What's the 6th? Is that a Friday? That's not like a Tuesday or something, is it? But yeah, so just that. We got December 6th at 5, which is 8 o'clock Eastern time for me, so. Yeah, Marty says, yep, waiting for that removed Mosaic line item. How I picture in my head of people just losing their minds. I'm done with this trash game. Mosaic was the only good thing about it anymore. All the other builds suck except for that. Everything should be just like Mosaic, that powerful, to where it kills players 2,000 difficulty monsters. Ah! I can like see it already. Can see it already. Oh, hold on a second. So December 6th is wrong way. Friday. Good. So that's good. Lion says, what about underage South Korean players? Oh boy. Yeah, didn't they make in South Korea you have to be 21 to play Diablo 2 or something like that? I don't remember exactly what it was, the joke you're making, but it was something like that. Mary says, what do you mean? Mosaic perfectly balanced. Yep. It is in perfect balance. December 2nd's early access for PoE 2. Okay, I'm fine with that. Two things are in no conflict for me there. I wonder if they ever like think about that. They're like, ooh, we could pick this day, but some other games launching that day. I've never been in that situation, so. The worst one was when, I think it was, didn't Diablo 4 launch on like St. Patrick's Day or something like that? What a disaster that was. Not really a complete disaster, because whatever was happening on St. Patrick's Day, like my friends came over and did shots with me on stream, so. They came over, I think we did we do a car bomb, or did we just do shots Jaeger or something? I can't remember what it was, but Timeless, yo, what's going on? And then like 2 or 3 hours later, I met him at the bar. Yeah, so with the Path, let's see, Path of Exile early access or whatever, so could be a little bit lighter on the size of the community play in this season, huh? But that's all right. Doesn't really affect. I have 200 defense, 200% enhanced defense. Not that it matters, but just an interesting that it got the perfect roll on enhanced defense. There. That's all right. J-Rock said Llama. Well, if he already said that, he must have just said that, but Llama said he's going to play PoE 2 according to J-Rock himself over here. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame people. Like, if people like the game, people play what they enjoy, you know? I'll be playing D2R. I know that. but I'm not a, you know, I'm not a Path of Exile fan. I don't like playing lots of different games. So, the launch of the early test beta, says Fred. Okay, gotcha. Appreciate you. George says, who wants to play hardcore ladder? Come on, apes. Do you want to live forever? Oh yeah, J-Rock. I knew you didn't mean he was saying you did, or I didn't think you were insinuating he was never going to play D2R again. I just meant for the ladder reset. He's not going to play day one. It sounds like. So, which is not surprising, you know. The new thing coming out that he probably likes and enjoys. Makes sense. Wolven saying the D4 launch day was ruined by 2 megabyte download speeds. Boy, yeah, that was something else. That was something else. Sean says, didn't D4 release during Canadian fires? What do you mean by Canadian fires? Oh! This is why people tell me to hit them poppables. You get yourself a Lem Rune. Let's go! I'm not being overdramatic at all about this beautiful, most powerful rune in the game, the Lem Rune. Ooh. Oh. It still cracks me up, and I feel bad to a point. But when people are like, anybody that could answer this for me, please, why does he get so excited about a Lem Rune? When I see comments like that on my videos. Oh, it cracks me up. I feel bad because I don't want to like trick people like or something like, but I'm like joking, but they don't get the joke, so I feel a little bit bad. I don't want people, oh, maybe this Lem Rune is God tier, but it's like, you know, you got to draw a cutoff somewhere of like a rune that you're gonna think is cool to find, you know. I decided to make it Lem, and anyone who doesn't know, I guess I could shout out anyone in chat who doesn't know why. So I used to get, every once in a while, sometimes more often than once in a while, I'd get comments like, why do you put Lem Runes in your video? You're so stupid. Those suck. I don't even pick them up. You must be you're such a noob, and stuff like that. So then I started acting ridiculous when I find them. Like, so like, I'm super excited about it. Lem emoji, great idea. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, the thing about a Lem emoji is, if I get another emoji, I have to get rid of one of the other ones. So then I'd have to make a decision on that. Finally make wealth. Yeah. Right, Fred? Exactly. Mary says, like literal Canadian wildfires. Well, yeah, but there's like wildfires somewhere in the world all the time. So just because there was wildfires in Canada, like there's wildfires in the United States, like 365. So like all over the world, they're all over the place. So I don't know if they should look at fire, like the current amount of wildfires to decide when they launch their video game. I mean, not that I want wildfires or anything, you know, I'm sympathetic to it, but there's only so many different factors you can take into consideration when to do your business ventures, right? Why is there like five monsters in the whole level? There better be a trillion down here, I'll tell you that much. Lem Rune's great currency. There you go. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I kind of put the thing at Lem too, because like in the first few days of ladder, people are stoked to find a Lem Rune. Stoked. Make your treachery right off the bat. Ooh, yeah. And you know, if you gotta make a line somewhere, I'll put a line at my line for like noteworthy runes that I'll put in a video are ones that sometimes I'm super excited to find, that I'm super happy to find. Sometimes I'm super happy to find a Lem Rune. Depends on the circumstance. Plan for Black Friday. Nothing? Oh, I was hoping for Ethereal. Still would love to find some Ethereal Titans. Not that I have a great use for them here on offline single player, but ooh, 157 roll. But hey, Java's on looking for those Titans. If you are, there you go. But I don't need 157s, that's for sure. Yeah, bro, Phil doesn't spend money. True story, true story. Like money, what? In a couple weeks we'll be enemies when the Lions and the Bills play. Well, 1 week enemies, yeah. Sorry, you're gonna have to lose so bad. That's unfortunate. Where would you farm a low rune? Low rune. You can get those from Lower Kurast, but pretty much offline single player, LK, technically players 5, but there's a long story in that whole situation. But I'll just say Lower Kurast in general. Lower Kurast super chest farming. Beyond that, it's just anywhere you can kill monsters as fast as you can, and it's like with a build you enjoy in an area you enjoy. In hell difficulty, of course. So like, yeah, pretty much that. If you like farming the Kaz Sanctuary, do that. If you like farming the pits, even though it's not like a perennial, it's not a all the time mentioned as a great place to farm high runes necessarily. If you like farming the pits, farm the pits. If you know, so Lower Kurast super chest farming, or whichever place you like farming the best. Sean said he remember sees an ad for D4 with Lilith in New York saying, "Welcome to hell, New York." Nice, nice. With the sky hueing dark and red from fires, he says. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I do remember too, like talking about the skies hueing red when there was the huge crazy wildfires over in California. I'm in Michigan, and these huge fires in California, there was so much smoke in the atmosphere from them that when the sun was when the sun was at the right angle, like it was shining through the atmosphere from that angle, the direction of California or whatever, like there was so much smoke that the sky looked like a little bit red. But it wasn't like, I don't think the scientific reason or whatever, it's not because like the fire you could see that. It was just like the way that the light was being diffused through the smoke or whatever made it so that more red light kind of came through the smoke or whatever. But yeah, still crazy. Crazy. Sweet Phil likes Ral runes. Yeah, I do like Ral runes too. Not even a high rune though. Yeah, that one's too low though. You find too many Ral runes to get super excited about it. I would like lose my voice if I did that. John says, "Go Wolverines." Yeah, I'm a Michigan fan. Kind of like a what do you even call it? Not necessarily fair weather, but sorta. I'm a Michigan fan, but I don't have cable anymore, so I can't watch them, and I don't like them enough to pay $150 a month for a TV package. And I know someone's gonna come in with like, "Oh, why don't you just like go on these websites where you can just pirate it and stuff?" And I'm like, well, I'm not doing that. But yeah. Marty says, PoE 2, perfect for you, Phil. It's free. It's free. Yeah, but I mean, that is a good price. Oh, you know what's sketch as heck? Speaking of Black Friday and stuff on sale, so get this story. I'm so mad. So the exact item isn't the important thing, but so I put some things in like the Amazon basket a few days ago, like a week ago, and I was like, I'm gonna see what they are like on sale, because it's nothing I need like today or anything. I'm gonna see what they are on sale for like Black Friday sales. So I wait, and even before Black Friday, they were like 10% off or something. So instead of being $32.99, they were $29.99, whatever it was. Black Friday comes. Oh, look, it's on sale for $25.99. That's a little bit cheaper. I click on it. You have to be an Amazon Prime member to get that deal. And I'm like, what? Like, people can't just buy stuff and get the deal like that you're offering? That's ridiculous. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just pay the normal price. And I click on it, And it's more expensive now on Black Friday for the average person. Like, it's Black Friday week, they call it now. Just an FYI. It's more expensive now than it was before Black Friday. Before it was on sale. What the bleep is that? Also, I had another thing that was in there that was on sale, and I was like, oh, let's see what it is for Black Friday. It was on sale before, and then now it's the exact same price as it was before. Currently still on sale, the same amount that was on sale before Black Friday. It's a scam. I'm telling you, everybody, it's a scam. Hazasin saying LK's a snore. Yeah, I mean, it's not the most exciting thing depending on who you are. Some people, like for me personally, I kind of like that it's so basic and easy and you kind of have to pay attention, because then I can pop like podcasts on the other thing and like actually half watch them while I'm playing and pay attention to other things while I'm doing it. But yeah, I don't blame if people want to farm other places, for sure. Chaos or Arcane Sanctuary or Ancient Tunnels, Stony Tombs, Cows. Yeah. Don't blame nobody for doing that. Whatever people enjoy. Nathan, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Wolfen saying his old boss was convinced the sky was blue because it reflected the color of the ocean. Those people are they're the bosses in this world, right? They're the upper management class to make all the decisions. Those type of people vote in this world. They're the leaders. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Horace came in to watch. Welcome in, welcome in. I need to get a little more H2O. Try getting a Blackstone, nice. Boy, Blackstone people really like their Blackstones, I can tell you that much. They really like those. So I'm sure you'll enjoy it, Fred. Definitely convenient for certain things, for sure. Favorite Final Fantasy villain? I'm not like a huge Final Fantasy guy. I was a bigger fan of like the PS1 versions of the game. Ooh, Ethereal Messerschmitt's Reaver. I found out where I'm gonna put my Zod, fellas. Right there. I'm gonna Zod it. Well worth it. Is that a good place to use my single player Zod Rune? Let me know in the chat. Look at that, 757 damage. Ooh. I mean, one of my giant axe. Look how cool it looks. It's ethereal, so it's harder to see, but super cool. But no, I can't do that. I can't do that. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. Swordman, jeez. Appreciate you. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. Just found a unique ring from Mephisto, Diago says. Uh-oh. SOJ for sure. Hopefully. Wolfen said he's only going to drink water now after a trip to the brewery, so you must have had a couple too many, or just enough. Depends on how you look at it. 26 Naggly says, ooh, unfortunate. You'll get them next time. On sale at Costco kind of guy, not a Blackstone guy. Gotcha. Gotcha, yeah. Well, I was pretty much saying my brother's got a Blackstone, and wife's cousin's husband, or my wife's cousin, whichever, I don't know how you want to look at it, but they got a Blackstone. People who have Blackstone say, I feel like I wouldn't use it a ton, but like the people who have them love them, so Oh, hold on a second. Did I forget to tell you guys this huge story? This huge story. I'm sorry. I completely forgot to tell you. So, you know how I got this smoker for my father-in-law, right? And I just like never really used it. I used it last weekend. I don't know if I forgot to tell you guys or not. Memory's slipping in my old age, but that leads me to believe I'm officially a upper 30s, low 40s year old man now, because I officially used a smoker to smoke meat. It was pretty good. Smoked some pork belly. Bought some pork belly at the store, smoked it. I overcooked it a little bit. It was well done. I don't even know. Do you even cook medium rare when you smoke stuff? I don't think you call it that. But anyways, shows you how much I know about it, looked into it. Anyways, it was good. It was very good. So there you go. You guys are proud of me, huh? I know you guys are. Even if you don't say it, I know you are. Florence saying for PoE, if you want to do like anything end game, you have to play 4 or 5 hours a day. And you kind of paraphrasing here, pretty long comment, but that you got to copy and paste builds kind of if you want one of the best. Yeah, I have heard that about Path of Exile 1, that you pretty much have to watch like an hour-long YouTube video with that where a guy goes over all of his spreadsheets and stuff to be able to build a character in Path of Exile. If I ever played, well, it is tri-res technically. Well, at level 9, but they're kind of low though. Cold Lightning Fire. It's borderline interesting, but for something, yeah, no, it's interesting, but for a low-level item, the magic find is worthless, repair is worthless, so it's just got tri-res really on it. So it's a little bit interesting as almost being good, I think. As almost being good. Let me know what you guys think. Either way, in single player, it's nothing I could use, but interesting. Yeah, it's missing a few things, like I was saying, yeah. I didn't look at the amount of res at first, and I was, yeah, well, what's this? Yeah, so. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say about Path of Exile. If I ever played Path of Exile, I'd pretty much play it like I did like Diablo 1. Like, I would just play through the game like one time, whatever playing through the game is on that game, and I wouldn't do probably any of the end game stuff, to be honest. Like, I don't really have a lot of time to learn all this kind of stuff, so. J-Rock saying Blackstones take too much effort to maintain. I guess I don't know all of that. I do know you kind of have to take care of them a little bit, but yeah. It's just like it's essentially like a gas grill that's just a flat top instead of having grates, right? So like, you got to make sure you keep it oiled once in a while, but. Well done Wagyu stuffed with tofu with ketchup, says Wolfman. Yeah, you know me. You know my favorites. New D2 ladder start today. Dylan. No. I don't know why I say wait. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, no. It does not start today. Gappleby saying he's going to be PoE 2 when it comes out. Yeah, don't blame you. Don't blame you. A lot of people say they're going to be playing that game, so. Andy, yo! Coming in with a Slayership. Boom. Appreciate you, Andy Lancaster. What a Slayer. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Welcome in. Yeah, J-Rock, you say cast iron, you got to maintain it before and after you cook on it. Yeah, it is true. It is true. The thing with cast iron, though, is after you cook on it, it's not too difficult. Like, I've taken care of my brothers before. Like, it's not too much. It's not really that big a deal. You kind of got to wash everything after you use it, but I guess a grill, you don't really have to, quote-unquote, like, wash it. But Yeah, I mean, for the most part, you just, like with my brothers, what he told me, showed me, whatever you want to call it. I think it's a Blackstone, or it could be a different brand, I don't really know. Maybe it's like a Kleenex situation. Like, it's actually a facial tissue, it's not a Kleenex, that's a brand. But anyways, he has a Blackstone, and he pretty much just, like, after you cook on it, he just shoots some water on it real quick, scrapes it with a flat scraper thing. Maybe sprays water on it one more time, because that makes, like, the stuff kind of, like, bubble off it real quick. And then, like, just kind of, not even scrubs it, but just, like, wipes it off with, like, a piece of paper towel or something. And then, like, sprays oil on it and wipes the oil all over it, and then just calls it good. Packs it up again. Get out of there. Oh, Dylan said he got lied to in a different chat. Yeah, it's on the 6th, yeah. Yep. Unfortunate. That was not nice of them. Big William, I think, talking about PoE 2, or just Path of Exile in general, says it looks epic. Probably talking about PoE 2 there. Yeah, I've heard they take a lot of what do you even call it? Ideas from D2. Inspiration. Yeah, you just said inspiration. I just read the word you said, and I couldn't think of the word I just read you say. This guy. But don't even know what's wrong with me. But anyways. Nathan said started using stainless steel, never went back, huh? Yeah, I've been thinking about maybe getting some new, semi-unrelated, but also related, getting some new pots and pans. Had some, like, reasonable stuff that's, like, non-stick stuff, but I don't know. Maybe just get some plain stainless steel stuff. I don't really know. Maybe I should need to do some pan research, huh? You'd think I'd be an expert on it, but Northern Phase, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. Have I tried PD2 at all? I actually completely changed my channel to strictly only PD2 for almost 3 seasons, pretty much. And then I really didn't like the direction they were going with the game, and they really jumped the shark in my opinion. So I completely just stopped playing it because I didn't like it anymore. Like, it was cool at first, but yeah, they just changed way too much stuff all the time. So, just my opinion. Just my opinion. Mary Jane in a smoker. I don't know how the meat would turn out. I don't know how that would turn out. Meat would be relaxed. It would make it real tender, you say, huh? I don't know if there's any science behind that. I would speculate it would taste terribly. Just speculation, though. I don't know. Brad Seeley, welcome in. Doing pretty good. Hopefully you're doing good as well. Science source. Trust me, bro. Right? That's all people need nowadays. I'm a guy on the internet. Trust me, bro. Mike R. I've never heard of this word before. Tramontina stainless? Never heard of it. But like I said, even though you may think I am, I'm actually not a pots and pans expert. I know, shocking, I know, but maiden javelins. It's a brand, someone says. Okay, could be. Oop. Trying to read chat while teleporting. Never works out good. Mike R said he bought him, it sounds like he bought himself a Wagyu tri-tip for Christmas. It was ridiculous, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I wonder if I would like something like that. Because I know people love roasting me about it. But yeah, super rare cooked like meat, I don't enjoy that much. So I don't know. And you can't cook Wagyu like even medium from what I hear. So I don't know. So Race, welcome in. What's a tri-tip? It's a type of, it's just like a particular cut of steak, I guess you'd say. I don't know how to explain exactly what it is, but it's a type of, you know, it's like someone says ribeye or someone says tenderloin or sirloin, you know. It's a type of cut of steak. We're like 40. Why wouldn't we talk about pots and pans as Smurfs? I mean, true story. The true story. Talking about, yeah. I just picked up a new vacuum. It's the suction on it's crazy. It really cleans up any mess you can find. Nothing weird about that. Start talking about our knee replacements and stuff pretty soon, and crazy. I just had a stent put in. Stent. Shot backs for the win. That's, well, now that we mention it, that's one thing that I've never bought and I've always regretted. I'm gonna be honest. I always just sweep stuff up and I'm like, man, I wish I had a shot back. But anyways, I don't want to fall into my own cliche now. Jeez, this guy. Oh, Justin, nice. A +1 to the like button, Grand Chime. Ooh. You don't forget YouTube, hit that like button for me. Appreciate you. And I just want to say thanks real quick. We got over 200 between Twitch and YouTube. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on this wonderful Friday slaying. Appreciate you. You are cheap, says Marty. Yeah, well, it was one of those things I always looked at and I was like, oh, I'll look at it again. Well, it's one of those things you don't think about until you need one. And when you need one, you're not going to spend the time to go buy one. And then you're like, well, I'll just buy one later. I'll just sweep this up and clean it for now. And then the next time I'm like, dang, I never went and got that chop vac I wanted. You know, it's one of those things. But yeah. It's just one of the, you just don't think about it. Is Twitch chat even real? Oh yeah. Best ad for a vacuum is stating that it sucks. I mean, good call there. Good call. I just didn't want to, when I said that, I was like, oh boy, I don't know if I should be talking, I know how immature chat is. I don't know I should be talking about the vacuum and its suction. I'm probably about to get roasted here. I know you people. And yeah, I mean you people. You chat people. Life is short, buy the shop vac. True story. Or you don't need a shop vac if you just never clean your garage. Modern problems call for modern solutions. You don't need a shop vac to clean your garage if you just never clean your garage. You never need to clean your garage, right? You don't have to. It can just stay dirty. There's leaves everywhere that blow in, and the thing that stinks in my area, it's gonna be different depending where you live. but cottonwood trees in my area are crazy around a certain particular, like a 2-week period in the year. And there's so much of this cottonwood. It literally just looks like super fluffy light cotton that blows everywhere. It blankets the ground like snow for like 2 weeks out of the year. And it gets crazy. Any cobwebs that are like in the garage or anything anywhere, just gather the stuff up like crazy. It's insane. Yeah, Mike R seems to know what he's talking about. He knows what's up. Ivan says doesn't worry about a shop vac. Dog hates it. I can pick up Chilean down. I'm picking up Chilean down. Justin C. Drop of his life, 14 life, 5 all res. You traded it for 4 jaw? Really? A 14 life, 5 all reser is worth that much on ladder right now, or online right now. That's wild. Congrats on that though. I wouldn't have suspected that. Because there is quite a drop off between perfect and non-perfect, but yeah, still 4 jaws is pretty impressive. Congrats on that. Congrats. Yeah, pure white. I only this guy over on Twitch. Solid S tier comment, but yeah, I only take vacuum advice from Officer Duffy for which ones really have the best suction, right? It's a pretty deep cut. Some people know it, but yeah.
All right.
Jordan, yo!
Jordan Teague donated $5 through Super Chat.
This guy.
Halfway to a printer printout.
Appreciate you for the $5. Jordan, you Slayer. Want the printer, huh? So, yeah, this is a day stream, so we're not doing a printer stream right now, but I appreciate the enthusiasm, for sure. Oh, Officer Doofy, not Duffy. Did I read it wrong? Oh, no, he wrote it wrong. It's not my fault. Blame it on chat. I forgot it was Doofy, not... Yeah, good call on that one. Good call on that one. Cardboard, welcome in, Warrior. Friday work and lurk. Yeah, nothing wrong with work and lurk in the stream. Love to hear it, actually. Nothing wrong with that. Typo. Oh, wink, wink. I believe you. Nah, it's all right. It's all right. Either way, it's all right. It's not that big a deal. I'm just joking around. Mike R saying worker and lurker unites. Fellow worker and lurker. Brad Piddle still thinks of Ja Rule when he hears Ja. Hey, you know, everyone's got different music opinions. You're a big Ja Rule fan, right? $32 res, meh. Wolfen, so he's got 8 o'clock where he's at, so no work for him. Which part of my personality stronger? Lazy Phil or cheap Phil? Definitely cheap. Definitely, probably. Because if lazy was more important, I wouldn't have fixed the ice maker in my refrigerator. I wouldn't have replaced the control board in my refrigerator to keep that thing plugging away. I wouldn't have replaced bearings in my old car when they exploded on me. Wouldn't have replaced my when my calipers exploded and leaked brake fluid everywhere. Wouldn't have replaced that myself. But yeah, cheap Phil, definitely. 100%. Yeah, cheap Phil forcing me to fix stuff. True story. True story. To a point. To a point. Cherium, what's going on? And Demo also welcome in, doing pretty good. Chalk and Cube Day 45 life skiller today, huh? Wow, just today. Congrats on that. I can't remember. Have I found a 45 life skiller? I think I have, but I've never cubed one before. I've gotten some life skillers, but I don't think I've ever in the cube gotten one that was over, well, even 40 or higher personally. But yeah, congrats on that. Congrats on that. That's how you turn them perfect gems into bazillions of Ja runes. That's how you do it. Man, I might start, and I mentioned this, if anyone didn't see the latest video I made, check her out after the stream. I think I'm going to start cubing high-level small chimes, to be perfectly honest. Like any of the, you know, if you get lightning or fire or something, with hit recovery or something on it, they're actually worth like a few high runes. And I feel like those seem like not the least common item to get. So I might start doing that. I think to get the maximum of 11 to lightning or fire res, I don't think they even have to be high level charms. I think they could, like, literally, I think you can get that at like level 70 or something. I don't really know for sure, but it doesn't seem like it's that high, right? So see, Fred said it could be cheap and too much work to get. It kind of depends on the situation. Because yeah, you definitely have to balance how expensive something is with how much effort it is. Because yes, if a refrigerator costs like $100, I would just buy a new one. But considering they're like more than that, I don't even know how much refrigerators are nowadays. What are they, like 2 grand? I'll just buy a new ice maker and figure out how to put it in. Is it possible to know where I get my gift and memberships from? I don't think so. I don't think it is, really, unless you're like here and you see the people gift memberships and you get one. And it'll say like so-and-so gifted it. So I guess if you scrolled up high enough, you might be able to find it. If it was today. Pure white. Here, I'll tell you what. I got the oh, hold on, I forgot to do something here real quick. I'm messing everything up. This is the build for it. I just have a Shaco on instead of the Nightwings. If you want to ever check that out, like opening up another browser window or something, you can like swipe over the gear real quick there. I got that posted as a link. The build for this, by the way, anybody over on YouTube or whatever, I do post it in the description on YouTube, the full build of what I'm rocking here. But on Twitch, you can't like post it in a description. I could pin a comment, but Getting Dubs said for a good refrigerator 3 to 4K. Well, I guess I wouldn't buy a good refrigerator then. There's no way I could pay that much. I didn't pay that much for my car. No, I paid a little bit more than that for my car, but not much. Yeah, not much. Havoc, welcoming yo yo yo. Oh, Race, appreciate you for the 100 bits.
Full summon Druid. Even if summon Necro is stronger, max Ravens are amazing, and you can target with them.
Max Ravens, let's go! Appreciate your race for the 100 bits. Who pays 4K for a refrigerator? I don't know, somebody. Getting Dub said that's how much a regular, a good one costs, so I'm not really sure. Peg me as a Lambo kind of guy? Right. 2012 Ford Taurus. What rune did I find? So, spoiler for the upcoming drop highlight video, but we'll do it anyways. So on back-to-back runs the other day, I found 2 Ohm runes on back-to-back runs. Back-to-back Stony Tomb runs. So we're recapturing that today. But now that I told you that, I'm going to find other stuff too, but you also still have to watch the drop highlight video, even though I told you that. Part of the deal. Cost relative to the person, yeah, for sure. Yeah, 4K for a refrigerator would be just crazy for me. Just crazy a lot. Ja rune incoming. That'd be great. That would be hype. Hype, hype, hype. Or a Lem rune. If I found another Lem rune, I'd be hyped too, but... Ooh, cheap shop vac link in Discord. I almost want to go check it out like this very second. Teleport. $4K fridge better do grocery shopping for you? I don't know. Am I gonna have to look up the cost of refrigerators nowadays? Might have to look that up. Average cost of a refrigerator? Guess I don't go refrigerator very often. 500 to 12,000. That's a pretty big range. It says mid-range 1 to 2,000, according to AI Google. So, refrigerator lasts 10 to 15 years. That's if you don't replace the motherboard yourself or the ice maker. That's for sure. I mean, we bought our house 10 years ago, and the refrigerator was probably like 10 or 20 years older than that. They're expensive ones are built into the cabinets. Yeah, I could definitely see if you include installation and you have like like it goes along with the cabinets and stuff like that, for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely too cheap to have. I mean, it would be nice to have a really nice refrigerator, no doubt, but couldn't do it. I'd have to be real rich to get something like that. Cheap and super expensive always sells. Yeah. True story. Plus, it's tough even like the mid-range stuff on not refrigerators, but anything that because man, the worst thing is when you pay like a little bit more. I want to get a mid-range one, so I don't want one of these cheap ones that's going to break right away. You buy a mid-range one and it breaks right away, and it just like scars you for life. Installation, the refrigerators I know have plugs. Well, it is true, but I mean, not everybody can move a refrigerator themselves, and you also have to like get rid of the old one, you know, if you're like a 75-year-old lady and you're buying a new refrigerator. And I mean, there's reasons for it, but or if you just like have a lot of money and you're very lazy, or you just have a lot of money and you're like, I don't care, like I'm not lazy, but I just don't want to do this because I'm so rich and I don't care about it. Yeah, it is what it is. People can spend money on anything they want to, even if it's dumb.
$5 through Super Chat. Friday filled chair fund.
Mike R, yo, thank you for the $5 Super Chat. Ooh, the chair fund. It's going into the chair fund. Clink, clink, clink. Appreciate you. Absolute legend. Ray said he bought his refrigerator for $900 4 years ago, huh? 900 seems on the cheap side, but yeah, hopefully that works out for you, huh? No ice maker, but you just use an ice tray. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would at least... I am cheap, Phil, but I think... And it depends on what you're going to use it for and all, you know, who you are type stuff. I would definitely get an ice maker of some kind, though. Doesn't have to be a great one. Doesn't have to be an auto dispense out the front or anything. Just at least have an ice maker, in my opinion. My opinion. But yeah, you don't need too much ice and stuff like that. I get you. Just got a Mara's, Anthony says. Nice. Yeah, no, they're awesome to find for sure. Mara's is definitely good. So congrats on that. Let's see. Failed to authenticate when you tried to play online for the first time. Savory apple. I don't remember. I mean, I would first of all try to fully close down the BattleNet launcher, like go Control Alt Delete and go into whatever that thing's called, and make sure they're all closed if there's any in there. And yeah. Oh, you're logged into the wrong BattleNet account. Gotcha. Did you try turning it off and turning it back on again? First thing I'd try. Greater Claw. $276 MF, okay for Summoner. Summon Master to front of Pits and Andy. Yeah, I mean, that's a fine number. If you're got your survivability in a good spot and you got your damage in this, you know, as good as you can get it, 276 is a perfectly acceptable number, yeah, for sure. Ivan said he's thinking about getting one of those portable ice makers. Yeah, and you said for camping, I think. Oh, yeah, that's what people that have those portable ice makers for. That's always what they buy them for, is for like camping. You're making a bunch of Jack and Cokes when you're camping and stuff, having a good old relaxing camping time. Pretty much the go-to market for them, right? Is MF figured into the mercenary and summon kills? Yes on the mercenary, and I believe yes on the summons too. I'm like pretty sure on the summons, but I'm not 100%. I can't remember for sure. Oh, leave those on. Jeez, clicking a little quick there. I'm pretty sure on the summons that your MF applies to the summon kills too. I'm pretty sure. Pretty positive. Woo, what's going on? Welcome in. Yep. So, you know, we haven't talked about, and about half the year are gonna like this topic, but man, that football game last night, huh? Browns Steelers. It was completely like borderline whiteout like conditions. It made it like a little bit more entertaining. I wouldn't want to watch football like that all the time, but it was kind of just funny seeing. And the crazy thing is too, is that's not super far away from where I live. And it's just like completely just like, I don't even think there was like a cloud in the sky at my house. And it's like a few hour drive to Cleveland from my house, and it's just like whiteout conditions the whole game. So yeah, kind of funny. Wolfen, no, people have brought that band up before, but I've never even heard their music before, to be honest. Ray says, excellent game. He's right by the stadium. Gotcha. Yeah, it was interesting, you know. Steelers lost, which is kind of crazy. Man, crazy. Boy, Arthur Smith needs. Why do people keep hiring Arthur Smith to do stuff? He's so bad. He's such a bad coach, coordinator, everything. He's so bad. I really hate Arthur Smith, and he's really bad. So, any Arthur Smith fans out there? Cookies or banana bread? Oh, you got to go with banana bread for sure. I'm not a huge fan of either one. I kind of like both, but I would pick banana bread, I guess. So. Feel bad for Winston? Like, why would you say that, Fred? Like the team he's on, or like because they're like 2-10 or something, right? Something weird like that. Maybe 3-10 now. I don't remember the record, but yeah, he's kind of a different. We'll call it a different guy for nice sake. He's a little bit different, but I mean he's slinging the ball. He's doing all right. So. Thomas, welcome in. Yo. Doing pretty good. Hopefully doing great as well. How many LK runs to your first high rune? Well, there's no way to tell for sure. They say, and they are, I don't know who, but it seems about accurate anecdotally, in my opinion. It seems like you get a high rune about 1 every 500 runs. If you're doing players, 7 or 8. 1 every 5, but that could be a high rune, could be a Vex rune, then it could be an Ohm rune. Also, I've done 1,000 runs before and didn't get a single high rune. I've gotten 5 high runes in 500 runs before, so 100 runs I've gotten a Sir and a Burr before, and I think I got a Vex all in 100 runs one time. So it's a lot of randomness. It's not ethereal, I can see it on the ground, but a lot of people ask me about finding this one. 164. Roll not the hugest thing, really. Herald of Zakarum. Amazing one for that paladin, for sure. Like using this a lot of times anyways on Fists of the Heavens, because you don't need the FCR. It's not as important. So, nice. It's cool. Winston could be making the Panthers great now. Boy, look, yeah, definitely would be better. I would imagine, for sure. Yeah, I feel like it's personality based is why he bounces around so much. A lot of the weird, like the stuff he did in college, like whether it was like stealing the crab legs from Walmart or whatever, or whether it was like the eating the W incident, or he just does weird stuff like that all the time. Like, I don't know. Keep finding Haas. Yeah, I kind of go through streaks like that, right? I have been finding a lot of Haas's and a lot of Tails armors, right? Oh, Rasha's armor. Oh, Grand Charm. Almost missed it. Anyone who picked banana bread over cookies is crazy. I'm not a big cookie fan. You're white. Not a big fan of, I don't really eat a lot of sugar much. Especially sugary food. Like I do like pop, I guess. Soda. But, Just not a big fan of sugary food. Isn't football about entertainment? Yeah, but teams want to win, and when you have your leader acting real weird and he does weird stuff and everyone's looking at him like, dude, this guy's annoying. Like, I don't want to be around him. You know, he's, you know, I get what you're saying. Like, you know, look past people's differences to win games and entertain and stuff. But, you know, no matter what business you're in, personality is gonna matter no matter what, pretty much. Brett says it was pretty snowing pretty good down here in Indiana. Yeah, Indiana. So you would have been sideways pretty much from Ohio there, so it makes sense. Yeah, it must have just missed us here in Michigan, so missed us to the south there. Yeah, no doubt Jameis Winston would be better NFL quarterback than anything they have to offer down there in Carolina, that's for sure. Definitely on board with that. Nathan saying sugary food's his downfall. Yeah, I just I don't feel good when I eat it, so I dislike feeling bad. I have a phobia of feeling bad. Lubis says new ladder confirmed for that December 6th. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I pulled up the patch notes and whatever and read all the big changes and stuff, so. And yes, that is sarcasm, but it's as to be expected. I'm glad they're fixing that one bug though. The aura bug. I wonder if I can go back and find a clip of that happening. I used to have I made a video where I showed a clip of that happening. I made a quick like 1 minute video kind of explaining to people what they fixed and that it's kind of actually a good thing. Just rolled a 2-19-19. Ace says. So close. You could probably still get something for that. I can't say for sure. I found a 2-20-20 one time. And at the time, it's going to vary ladder, non-ladder, how early in ladder, how late. At the time when I found the 2-20-20, they were like easily trading for like a couple of like burr runes at the time. So I don't know if you might be able to even get like a burr rune or two, or even later in ladder, actually, you can get even more runes for items because like the bots are always programmed to pick up all the runes for sure, but they don't always get all the charms. And also people always like, let's be honest here, people dupe runes, but people usually don't dupe 2-20-20 small charms. So, you know. Daniel Jones could be the Lions' third string quarterback. I did say that, yeah. Like, I kind of jokingly said that as well, yeah. We could use a practice squad quarterback. Wolfen says hates snow. Always chaos in Berlin. I'm kind of growing out of snow, to be honest. I don't like play in the snow anymore, obviously. So doesn't really do a lot for me anymore nowadays. How do you keep doing 1,000 runs of whatever? Yeah, I don't really do 1,000 runs like that anymore. And the thing is, too, like, let's say I do 1,000 runs to, like, Pindle. I mean, that's really only, you know, a Pindle run takes, what, 30 seconds, that includes all the load screens and stuff, and even going to town and stuff. So if I did, like, 1,000 Pindle runs, that's really only, like, 500 minutes, which would be, I mean, what is that? Someone do the math for me. How many hours is 500 minutes? Not 10, because obviously 10 hours would be 600 minutes, right? So it's only like 8-9 hours, you know? So like that's only a couple of days of playing Diablo 2. So it's not really that crazy. But also I anytime I play, I'm not only playing usually too. I have a second monitor, whether I'll do a few runs, do something over here on the other monitor, or right now I'm streaming. It makes it way better to play like all the time when I'm talking to people. I'll play, change the podcast, go to fantasy football, do this, do that, look this up, go look that other thing up, come back, do a few runs, you know. So, blare some music for a little bit. Well, it's not 9 hours straight, guys. Like, how often do I play for 9 hours straight, right? Yeah, I'm not one of those people you'll see they do, like, you know, even Dabrowski back in the day did like those human bot projects that were, I did 50,000 Pindle runs. It's like, oh my gosh. Hard pass. I did 1,000 bail runs, full clear bail runs. Oh my gosh, kill me now. I can't do that. I switch it up. I play different builds all the time. I never play the same build like within. I almost never play the same build within 3 months of itself. Sometimes I do, but almost never. So I guess that's another way. That's why I love the unlimited infinite respec here on PC. So, Chris, no. Season 9 is not. It's out. They announced when it's going to launch. It's going to be December 6th. So yeah. Diablo doesn't count runs anymore, but its constant thrill of getting the next item keeps him pushing. Yeah, pretty much the same here for me. I don't count the runs either. I usually do runs until for a few days, and then even when you guys see that on my videos nowadays, I did 500 ancient tunnel runs. Here's, you know, I do hours, you know. Ran Stony Tombs with the Max Cold Hurricane Druid for 15 hours or something, you know what I mean? That'll be what I do nowadays. Bots are still a thing in D2? Ah, yeah, apparently. Yeah, they're cheap to run, so people do it, right? I guess. Viv, does anyone care about Season 7 and D4? Yeah, I heard they had some, like, for Diablo 4, they had a mid-season please return to Diablo 4 event or something like that. I forget what it was called, but yeah. Pure White said they're in the Pocono Mountains, which I'm not Pennsylvania, but they got 9 inches. My God. 9 inches right now compared to everywhere else in the United States is crazy. Just crazy. Jason, I'm a D4 fan. Definitely some people like it, and yeah, I'm not going to be the guy that says D4 is the worst game that's ever made, so I'm not that guy, but yeah. It was called D4 expansion. No, I feel like they literally had a mid-season event just now that was like, it was like, here, now is a great time to return to Diablo 4. Yeah, it was just like 2 days ago. Missed another D4 event with Midwinter Blight. Can I find it somewhere? Yeah, I don't know. It's going to take me too long to look that up. But plus, do remember, I'm just going off of like what I heard or seen somewhere, so I'm not a Diablo 4 news expert or anything, so. Just riffing. Wolfman says, still hasn't played through the campaign. The campaign, to be honest, was probably the best part of the whole game, in my opinion. just my opinion, but yeah, I think the campaign was honestly might have been the best part. There were some parts I was like, oh god, I don't want to do this, but Hansi Uber saying Season 8 almost over. I just started playing this week. That's alright. Never a bad time to restart. Never a bad time. We getting D2 event this year. I I don't know that they said anything for sure, but I would be surprised if they didn't do at least the same thing they did last year for the 23 Nights of Terror or whatever. I would be kind of surprised if they didn't just at minimum copy and paste what they did before. As for, is there going to be all this new stuff? Like, is there going to be some new, you know, I doubt it, but... Grand Charm! I feel you won't delete everything and restart and show us how to get rich again. Delete everything. Are you talking? I'm not sure, Badger Life, if you're talking about D2 or not. But no. I mean, every season, every ladder, I start off completely fresh and build it back up. So sometimes I get further than others, but. Does the game count the runs for you? Thomas asks. No, there's a program for it. I seen Biv pop the program in there. If you're at all interested on how I set it up or whatever, I don't use it anymore, but yeah, I used to use it all the time. Looked pretty slick, pretty convenient, but yeah, I don't really count the runs anymore. So even when I did it by time, I used to have the run counter going just to kind of have it up there. But then people would be like, you know, I'd keep getting comments of people attacking me like, oh, you only did 175 runs? Oh my gosh, what a noob. Of course, you're not going to find anything good in that much. Or they'd be like, you know, oh, you only did 225 runs in 15 hours? Oh my gosh, you're running it so inefficiently, you're never going to find anything, you idiot. So I stopped putting the run count up there. But it's because, like, I stop and look things up, and I take drinks, and I talk to people, you know? I'm not just, like, sitting here like, we gotta go faster. You know, just like sweat running down my brow here, and Thomas saying on max roll it'll say Diablo drops an item after a certain number of runs. Maybe I missed the first part of that. Well, yeah, no, the game doesn't like count how many runs you do and then be like, oh, it's been this long. Now this person will find this item. It's like a statistical odds. Every run is independent from the other one, but it's just a law of big numbers to where if you do enough runs, it's statistically improbable that you wouldn't find the run. It's the equivalent of saying, like if you flip a coin, by the second time you will flip like heads. Like in the second time would be like the second run. It's not guaranteed. You could flip tails 30 times in a row, but it's at some point it's so statistically improbable, you know. So similar to that, hypothetically, let's just say it says in 100 runs, and I don't know the numbers, 100 runs, you'll find a Shaco from Diablo. You might find a Shaco on the first run, but you might not find a Shaco until the 25th 100 run. Like that's just the way that stuff works. So. No, there seems to be quite a bit of a misunderstanding. I'm not sure where it necessarily came from. Batmar, you're not the first person to hop in and ask about ladder resetting today. I don't know who's spreading this fake news or whatever, but so the ladder resets on December 6th. So not your fault. Just a lot of people are kind of hopping in confused about when the ladder resets. So today is when they announced. They did the post announcing that it was on the 6th. So there's either some confusion or some people spreading some false information out there. But yeah, December 6th. Oh no. Wu said first Shaco Ethereal. Unfortunate. Yeah, and Wolfen, yeah. The sweaties that are running their super efficient runs. Trash. Yeah, exactly. Every set of runs. No, I'm not even gonna go there. That's inappropriate. Not appropriate. Where can you find the post? I don't have the exact thing on hand. It was posted up in the main hang in my Discord, if that helps you. So you can definitely find it in my Discord under my main hang. Beyond that, they're kind of in the same spot all the time on the Blizzard website, if you know where that's at. DP. Using gems to craft godly stuff coming up. I don't really save up gems like regular gems like I do flawless, or like I do perfect amethyst for crafting like that. Generally when I do that, it'll be on ladder, and it will be I just do them as I find them. So if I do a video like that, it'll either be a mass crafting, maybe online, I'll trade for the gems, or it will just be a short clip of like me crafting like 2 or 3 of them because I found the gems for it. And I got super lucky, kind of like I did with the Caster Amulet online. Always play single player offline, says White Pro. Where am I going here? Used to exclusively play hardcore, but he helped me realize single player is enough of a challenge on its own. Oh, speaking of, well, I don't know. Doesn't really fit into the segue here. But anyways, Rune, yo! Let's go. There we go, fellas. Boom. But yeah, White Crow. Yeah, whatever you enjoy playing. If you enjoy playing hardcore, you know, do that or whatever. Just not something I enjoy, but I do agree. Just slamming, trying to find the uniques and stuff. Just magic finding, hunting. That's kind of the thing that's I've always liked. I've never been much of the one like, ooh, I might lose everything. I might lose all of the time I've spent playing, like all the gear I saved up for the last year. I might lose it all. This is fun. That's never. I've never understood the allure, but other people do, and I'm glad people enjoy playing Diablo 2 in the way that they enjoy playing it. Lem Beast. Lem Best. Oh, I thought you said Beast. But still. Yep, Lem, the best rune in the game. Ooh. Galback, yo! Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the Grey's Anatomy here. What if I told you it wasn't anything very good, and I was just being overdramatic? Would you believe that, Galback? Playing hardcore, I'd change my name to Sweet Phil to Sweaty Phil. Yeah, no. Hardcore is pretty much just like a lull gameplay. It's just a joke. But yeah. Hardcore online, says Lubus. Good because it doesn't get killed off by bots as fast. I don't know. The amount that I get killed to rubber banding. Actually, I'll be honest. Lately, any rubber banding hasn't seemed as bad like the last few that I remember. But I don't know. Any of the little issues you can get from online play. I don't know. I guess it is true. There's probably not as many bots or any bots on hardcore really, but. Not for a long time, I should say. I don't know. I'm not sold yet. It scared you for a second? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, I'm okay. Don't worry about me. Oh, boy. Debating just going back and focusing on single player, just about over everyone and their McDonald's Wi-Fi online. Phil says if he takes another lag death, I might see a grown man cry. Yeah, well, for hardcore, you got to watch out for that, for sure. For sure. Softcore, I mean, if you die, you die, you die. No big deal. But hardcore, I feel it's more important to make sure that you don't die on hardcore. I feel rule number 1. Am I gonna play season 9? Yeah, I'll play season 9 for sure, for a little bit. Not sure how long a bit or how little of a bit, but a little bit. Alt F4 a lot, hardcore. Yeah, boy. Yeah, set up a macro on your mouse to Alt F4 super quick. Is that cheating? Let me know in the comments. Setting up a macro to save and exit mega fast, faster than a normal person ever could do it. Is that cheating? Yeah. Best advice for hardcore, get good. Wolfen says D1 time. Okay, all right. Yeah, D1's interesting. D1 Grail incoming? Standard Diablo 1 Grail. How sick would that be? Rock the Immortal Sorcerer stuff. Yeah, well, so you're saying for hardcore? Building up to that gear is kind of like, would be the annoying part. You still got to survive that long. Which, for me, I mean, that's going to be a problem. See, White Crow running Arcane Sanctuary at the Nova Sorcerer, so I can only play on players 3, and I'm still slow. First 4-socket Monarch yesterday. Yeah, P3 Arcane, I mean, it's pretty solid. Yeah, that's decent. If you didn't even have a Spirit yet, that's definitely pretty good. I even run that on just like players 1 online a lot when I would start with Nova. I'd hit like, I'd go down to the Countess and kill packs that I could on the way there. Like you said, Arcane Sanctuary. Maybe hit Eldritch real quick. Something like that. Yeah. Exploding minions in Act 5. Are you talking about dolls? Yeah, they can, dolls and souls can get you, that's for sure. I hear. Holy Shield, Energy Shield. I forget that stuff too much to play hardcore. Ah, yes. I see. I've never forgotten Holy Shield before. Chat has forgotten to remind me to do Holy Shield, but I don't forget that. It's chat's fault. Just remember that. DP Canavio, thank you for the Slayership, supporting the channel and becoming one of Sweet Phil's Slayers. Appreciate you. Good old demon hide armor. Centaur? Oh, flayed one. Duh. I knew it was the one that had life leech on it, but I couldn't remember what it was. I think the armor, the Centaur armor is the, I don't remember. Maybe that base could be 2 different items. Finally figured it out. Nice. Yeah, appreciate you. Thanks. Very kind of you. That Apple membership stuff is wild. Yeah, it's real annoying when, yeah, real annoying. Apple hurting my livelihood here. But, no, well, it is what it is. Fighting the corporations, right? It's always what it is. They explode on hit. Never play against hardcore after that. Yeah. When you see those guys, you gotta back up and let your mercenary take them out. For some reason, it seems like they do like no damage to your mercenary, but they just like nuke you. Just take you right out. Yeah, Marty says dolls and souls, the most deaths in hardcore. I mean, yeah, they're probably after the playthrough. I mean, I don't play hardcore, but I would speculate anyways. They're probably like 90% of the deaths, I bet, right? If let's see, what else would there even be? Malik Neighbors questionable? No, I need Danny DeVito to throw Malik Neighbors a lot of passes. Oh my gosh, what? I don't know what just happened, but Soundhound and Workhorse just going ham-bone right now. Anyone who knows who Soundhound, the company Soundhound or Workhorse, they both are up 20% right now, which is... I enjoy it. Oh, Desace, Saffron. Good call on that one. Lord Desace dropping in the wrong spot. Could get you. They can get you. Bad cow portal spawns. Yeah, I mean, especially if you jump through a cow portal. I mean, in hardcore, you got to be really, really paying attention to it, cognizant of it. But if you hop into a game with the portal already open and you don't know the current circumstances, you might as well pick a new game, because you know somebody probably hurdled them up around the portal like a dummy, right? People PKing, player killing. Yeah, I mean, you got to be quite the DB to be doing that kind of thing. Like, boy, really bad people to do that kind of thing. Some person's just trying to enjoy themselves after work, and they've been doing this, enjoying themselves after work for, you know, a few weeks, and then you just kill them and they lose all of their progress. Real rough. But I mean, yeah, people on the internet do stuff like that. I don't play hardcore, so I don't know how often that kind of thing happens. I've heard about it, but yeah, knowing how the internet is, it probably happens all the time. Oopsie. Fred's got Tracy in both leagues. Yeah, nice. I remember when he was first coming onto the scene there, I wanted to pick him up, but I just, you know, who was I going to cut at the time? Retrospectively, I wish I would have cut, like, I could have cut DJ Moore or something, but, like, at the time, did I really want to cut DJ Moore? Like, no. Now there's all kinds of people I could cut. Luba said it's super common in hardcore. Okay, well. What do I recommend for declone? Is it Smite? Yeah, I mean, I guess Smite is what I'd recommend. Declone with a couple of, there's like 3 things you can do on like any character. It makes declone like pretty not that hard, to be honest. Like if you just get anything to keep them from healing, open wounds, or if you apply prevent monster heal from you. You can't apply prevent monster heal from your mercenary, but you know, if you get one of those, you can pretty much take out declone not too hard. But smiter is the easiest, most basic. You know, you rock the same smiter that you would do Ubers with. So yeah. Fred DB saying there's a lot of defensive backs in D2R. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Safeties and nickelbacks and corners and stuff. Do I invest big, Phil? I invest the way that somebody in my place should invest. I mean, I would invest more if I had a lot more money. I try to invest, we'll say that. I'm not retiring anytime soon, so we'll also say that. But yeah, no time soon. Not one of those people that are gonna like early retire. Boy, that'd be sick though. It is one of the things though, like I probably wouldn't change too much if I did retire. I just wouldn't worry. I just wouldn't worry about it anymore. GG track, says George. Yo, this is your track, huh? Nice. Nice. Fred said picked him up before everyone caught on. Yeah, I mean, I was sitting there. He was on the waiver wire talking about Tracy from the Giants. Tyron Tracy. And it wasn't even like a waiver claim or something. I could have picked him up for free off a free agency waiver wire.
Fan donated €2 through Super Chat. Start with this M8 Lightyear.
But yeah, I just messed it up pretty much is what happened, but oh well. Can't win them all. It's Macro Fam. Thank you so much for the €2. Super chat. Ooh, appreciate you supporting the channel. Start with this M8. Start with this mate. I'm guessing is what you're saying there. But anyway, appreciate you for the €2. What a legend. Pure White over on Twitch saying pretty much any end game character / build can take out a declone. Yeah, true story. True story. Literally, you can just make. I always forget what rune word it is, but it's if LF. You know, spear or polearm. At least it goes in polearms. I know that for sure. Throw it on your mercenary. Has a 100% chance of open wounds. Good to go. There's other ways too. I've seen Edgebow grindy up here saying you can prevent monster heal from Edgebow. Easy peasy. Oh, Marco. I read it a little wrong. Do forgive me. My apologies. It's Marco Fam. I don't know why the letters. Ooh. Do forgive me. Awkward. I can read, I promise you. Sometimes. Anyway, let's move past that because that makes me look real dumb. It's not my fault. It's a condition. No, I just read it a little too quick. I was too busy going, ooh, Slayer, ooh, instead of reading the name. I was too busy making weird grunting noises and strange faces and I read it wrong. Happens to the best of us, right? Doesn't that happen to you guys all the time? You're like making weird grunting sounds and like making strange faces and you just like say the wrong thing on accident. It probably does. I bet it does all the time. Early retirement or Act 6, impossible choice. Let's see. I would pick early retirement. For sure, pretty much. If I retired early, then as a hobby, I could just make an Act 6. I could just learn to code and make Act 6 or learn to program. So there you go. It's only me? Trash, stop. Everyone does that. It's my gimmick. Come on. I'm that guy that does that thing. That's my gimmick. Everyone's got to have a gimmick. Back in time for the stream. Realized when I was watching you pop off for the Lemrune. Oh, you were back in time. Okay, I gotcha. Well, welcome back to the current time. Unfortunate, George. GIS up here saying, talking about the snow 2 weeks before and after Christmas is when he wants it. No other time. Hopefully you're not, because I talked about that like an hour ago. So hopefully GIS, hopefully you're not in the past as well. Act 6 coming with a loot filter. Yeah, they're coming at the same time. Good call, Saffron. Where would Act 6 be for you? What do you mean by B? Where would it be for me, Marco? If you're talking about like lore-wise, like where would it take place in like what realm or what area? I don't really know. Like environment? Yeah, I really have no idea. I've never thought about it before, to be honest. The entire thing would take place in like a huge ruined city. Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of made that up. I have no idea, to really be honest. A random place in Michigan. There you go. Checks out. No. No, Detroit's not even bad anymore, fellas. That's fake news. Not even bad anymore. That's totally like 1980s and 90s in Detroit. And 2000s. Not the 2020s. Nothing interesting there. George saying the Necro Homeland. Bunch of old pale people. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Maybe. Whoops. But yeah. Can't believe that stuff's up so much. Still. Rune on LK run 226 says Brandon. Nice. Yeah, 200 and something runs to get a high rune. Not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. Kurt, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Don't forget, fellas, YouTube. I haven't shouted this out a lot lately. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me, huh? Give that little like button, just a little tap-a-rooney would be great. That finicky beast we call the YouTube algorithm requires it, so. Wolfen, all right, peace out. Take care, take care. Fred says, take place in the crater after the world stone was destroyed, and you have to destroy a portal at the center of it to stop Hell's invaders. Yeah, maybe. It's a giant crater, huh? Maybe that's like that's where the act would end, is at the crater. Ooh, well, no, I don't know. Hold up. World stone. I wonder where, if there was a specific place where that like took place at, because I was thinking like you would start off in like the regular world outside of it until you get in, almost like how you find the stairs down to the River of Flames. Like you almost almost kind of like a situation like Lord of the Rings, how they're going through the regular world area trying to get to, and then they get to where Mordor is, and they're like on the top rim of like the crater looking down at the, you know, almost like that. Yeah, we combine the two. We got the Necromancer homeland that you got to go through, and then you finally find yourself at the crater. There you go. What, that was in D3? No, no idea. No idea. George says, advocates for not finishing Act 6. You should finish Act 4 first. I get what you're saying. I feel like it would be tough to... It'd be weird to add more story in the middle of a game that's been done for 25 years. You know what I mean? I do get it, but also I feel like it's just like... You know, at this point, it's just it. Act 4 is what it is. And by the way, I don't really think they're going to add Act 6 anywhere. But if something hypothetically in this magical world of adding content to D2R, I think they should probably add it at the end and not in the middle. In this magical fairy tale world of adding content to D2R. What if you had to go back to Act 4 to get to Act 6? Oh. Well, you could do that for Act 1. Remember, there's that one door that they were going to add, like, a hall or whatever for clans or something? Or maybe it was going to be a PvP area they were going to add or something, but there's one door going into the... is it the outer cloister? Like, on the outside of that, there's a door. You go through there, go down, you find a portal, takes you to Act 6. Eh? I like it. In one of my recent videos, you can't magic find the summoner. I may have been using some hyperbole there. You literally can, but you really should not. And you don't get anything good from the summoner, except for the keys you need in order to farm torches. But no, if anybody ever said like, oh, I love just skipping the entire arcane sanctuary and just spam farming the summoner, I get such great drops, I'd be like, oh boy, don't do that. Like, that's not true. Because the summoner just drops garbage. Just garbage. I mean, that's a... Boy. So yeah, you can magic find, but I would really recommend you did not. So yeah, I might have been speaking with some bluster, or some hyperbole, or whatever you want to call it. Fred says hates farming him. Yeah, because you're pretty much only getting the keys. Like, that's all you're getting. Not literally. I think I found a Viper Magi off the summoner before. You know, stuff like that, but... let's see here. I need to buy some scrolls. Guillaume, welcome in. Yo, yo. Act 6, new butcher level. But yeah. Most people know what I'm talking about, but it's right out here. There's this door over here that they had put here. It was going to be something, and it never did. They could totally make this something right here. Totally. There's Act 6 right there. You go in there, and there's something. You know what I mean? Yeah, the best thing you can find from the summoner, there you go, Fred. The best thing you can hope for is getting a double key drop, no doubt. Just to get the summoner farming over faster. George should never notice that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure from what I had heard, they had originally planned for that to be like a guild hall or something. Like in an early idea phase or something, and they just left the door over there as like a, you know, just because they never took it out, but it doesn't like go anywhere or do anything. Am I hopping on the D2, the reimagined bandwagon? No, I haven't played that one in particular, but from what I've seen of it, it does not look like anything that would interest me at all. Just nothing. Just, boy. So, no, not for me. Other people are enjoying it, more power to them. But I think that came off a white monster, so it couldn't have been a Tyrell's Might anyways, but more power to them, you know. Nothing I love more than hearing people enjoying themselves. Or hearing that people are playing a game that they enjoy, but not for me. George a minute ago said in Act 1 Barracks there's a fort you can interact with that drops a pile of gold. Little secret thing. Yeah, in those, a lot of places around D2 there's little weird things, kind of like, maybe not exactly like that, but little secret rooms and stuff off to the side in those. I don't know about the barracks, but in different places like that. Oh, Trash talking about the stained glass monsters in Act 4. Yeah, I've hard for me to remember anything ever, but I'm pretty sure I've ran into those once or twice. Pretty sure I have. I can't remember if this is an actual memory I have or if I made it up by seeing pictures of it, but Fred found first Griffins 3 days ago. Nice. Now you got to get that them lightning builds rocking, right? I don't remember what type of builds you rock, but Nova, Java. Ooh. Jeezy said that crazy MF glitch. Yeah. It's, well, it's like an Easter egg, not a glitch necessarily. I think you're talking about, but the thing with the souls and stuff. Yeah, it's one of those things that would have to happen just by complete accident one time. But the thing is that like nobody would even notice it's like spelling out the letters or whatever by when it's shooting, right? It is kind of crazy, but I mean, someone found it eventually, I guess, right? That's how people found out about it. I never heard exactly how it was found out about that whole MF glitch thing, or MF Easter egg thing. Fred's putting it on his mosaic. Ooh, probably, yeah. Greg, yo, second SOJ. There you go. You can get an Annie if you need one, and still have an SOJ on tap, on reserve, or rock 2 SOJs on a certain build. So MF on this guy. It's 300. Tonester, I used the Socket Quest little trick that I had showed. You accidentally duped the item. Yeah, if you did that, you kind of, well, you can do whatever you want for funsies. On single player, it doesn't really matter. Whatever you think's fun, but if I did that on accident, I would chuck out the item I accidentally duped or whatever, just to keep it kind of like more legit. But you can do whatever you want. Ingenious way to hide in the game code. Yeah, next I never really thought about that. That it would have been hidden in the game code, so like you couldn't see it if you were, I don't know, however people data mine or like look into the code to see what's in there. Charmin bear build. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. I know what the Charmin bear is, but get him, Biv. Yeah, Fred, was it an on-stream build Griffins or an off-stream Griffins? Get him. And Hell Andy, so Greg, Hell Meth can drop Arachnid's Mesh. Regular Hell Andariel cannot. Yeah, who would ever find a Griffins off stream when they stream all the time and never play unless they're streaming? And then the one time that they play for like 1 second off stream, they find their Griffins, right? Who would that ever happen to? Definitely not me. Oh, it's just a K Hagens. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh. It's almost 3 o'clock here. All right. Sunil, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing good. No good on that drop right there. Why do you think they made D2R? Never fixed the Merc Summon AI. Well, I don't know why they didn't fix that. Let's see. Why didn't they fix that? It probably would have been too difficult. More work than they wanted to do anyways. To redesign the AI. I mean, when they first did it too, like Diablo 2 Resurrected is literally just Diablo 2 with D2R running over it. So I don't know how much, I'm not a programmer. I don't know how much it would have taken them to change something like that. Personally. How's the fantasy football teams going? I got one team that's I got one team that only has 1 loss, and then I have another team that's like 4-7. So the 4-7 is the expensive team, of course, too. But it's hard in a keeper league. When like a few years back, you'll remember I took over a keeper league, and it's hard to like come from behind. The thing is, I took over a keeper league. I've also never played in a keeper league before. I took over a keeper team that was in just absolute disarray. So when people like, oh, one team's keepers are like Jamar Chase and Christian McCaffrey and like Derrick Henry, and then this other team's keepers are like, when they already have established keepers, and I have to try to figure out how to find the next big thing, before that isn't on someone else's team. I'm not gonna lie though, I've also made some mistakes drafting that have like made it a little bit slower. What do you even call it? Like progress. I've took some chances I really should not have. So is what it is though. And I just got unlucky this year too. Like I was at one point I was third in scoring, but like I was in like second to last place. You know, the kind of thing that just happened. I have the most points against, which is like, what do you do? But what do you do? This year I have like a crazy like outside chance of making the playoffs, but a lot of sighing for me of talking about this fantasy football team. Woo talking about why they didn't fix the AI from the summons and mercenary. Laziness or greed? I mean, greed. I mean, you could say greed if you want to word it as greed. It wouldn't be a cost-effective use of resources to, you know, there's all these other bugs they could fix and stuff and add in the new rune words and things like that early on. Fix the mercenary AI. I mean, I don't think it's some, I don't know. You could word it as greed, I guess, but I guess I wouldn't. This is what I'm saying. So, G-Stacks, welcome in. Watch on YouTube, heard you say you were from Michigan. Was just curious, what city? I don't really want to go into that much detail, you know. I don't want to be shouting out my address on the internet, but 9 all res with 20 to poison, some energy, and defense. It looks interesting. It looks interesting. 20, 9 all res. I don't know what jewels can get for all res. Energy shield, poison, make up poison. Yeah, no, I couldn't use that anywhere. I always want to though. I always want a jewels that I can use, but momentum moves slowly in keepers and dynasty, yeah. And it's not a full like keep your whole team keeper league. But still, it's hard to, you know, even if you're picking in the first round it's only a 3-player keeper, but a first round pick in a keeper league where every team keeps 3 people is the equivalent of drafting. It's like 4th round players in a normal league. So you're picking between pretty much people that other teams don't want, and you have to try to snipe the diamonds in the rough. Like, oh, these people, the teams didn't keep them. But you need to find the ones that like take off when everyone thought they were going to be bad. Like Kamara's too old. I'm not going to keep him. I'm going to keep somebody younger that I can keep for more years. But then Kamara takes off this season, or Mike Evans, or somebody like that. Godwin, you know. So no, he was just joking. The closest I usually... Ooh, Tal's Amulet by itself out of the chest. Yo! Okay. The closest I come to saying around where I live, it's like 20 mile. So I'm right by 8 mile, right? No, it's considered about 20 mile road. Somewhere in that area. If that helps you out. The year of the old man running back. True story. True story right there. You often talk about football. Any knowledge on soccer? No. Nothing about it. Nope. I don't watch soccer. I find it incredibly boring to watch. No. GC pops in his address right there. In Green Bay. Ooh, nice. Jason Shearer. Western Michigan over here. Nice. Nice area, Western Michigan. I think proposed to my wife over there. I think I always get the rapids mixed up. Is it Grand Rapids that's over there, or Big Rapids? I think it's Grand Rapids. Okay, Jim Price. Nice, Biv. Yeah. Nice area. It's like an inside joke for only Michigan people. 123 Lem Lane. Don't tell everybody my address, Greg. That's why I get so excited. any animosity between the big part and the island part. You mean the lower peninsula and the upper peninsula? Animosity, no. But I mean, the UP of Michigan, it might as well be Canada. To be honest, the upper peninsula of Michigan, and it's not everybody, it's not exclusive, but a ton of them, they all have Canadian accents. What are you talking about? You know, like literally. Don't you know, eh? You know, like they literally sound like that in the upper peninsula. I'm not even kidding. There's like some, you could say, I guess, joking animosity, but like they'll say a bunch of Debrunskis. Yeah, there you go. They'll call the people in the lower peninsula like trolls because we live like under the bridge. You know, I've heard some joking things like that. It's not really super serious, but you know, the Mackinac Bridge. You know. Oh boy. The White Crow's highest Rune ever had with a low. I lost it on my Merc in hardcore. Oh, hardcore, rough. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. You made oh no, what's the rune word with a low for the mercenary on the armor? Gosh, I can't remember anything ever. Not Chains of Honor. Fortitude? Must be Fortitude. Unfortunate. Debrunski on the Philcast. Yeah, that was tough to set up because he like Debrunski never did YouTube full time, so like he kind of like working a lot, you know, and we ended up having to do it like at night after he got off work one day, and I was like legitimately like sick, and I was like, well, this is the only time we can do it, so, and we only did like an hour, I think, because it was so late and stuff, and I wasn't feeling great, and when usually I would do them like 2 hours, but or sometimes more even, but hour and a half, 2 hours, but that was cool. Yeah, Debrunski's a cool guy. Always liked his videos and stuff back in the day and whatnot and stuff. Always liked Debrunski. Do you need a hell to reroll? Yeah, so Tonester, you need a hell rune and a town portal. One town portal. Biff says that at least 2 views, huh? If you did the Philcast with me. Yeah, maybe, huh? G-Stacks. You're probably a mod for him too, aren't you? G-Stacks just a mod whore. This mod's for everybody. I'm just joking, G-Stacks. I wasn't sure if I wanted to say that joke, but then I just went for it. Do forgive me. I probably just got like a community guideline strike from YouTube for saying that out loud. I'm just joking. Oh boy. I regret saying that joke now. Fred says, up here a minute ago, at least you didn't vendor your fort. Yeah. How could someone accidentally vendor a fortitude? That's crazy. That'd be rough. These sexes of Florida was great. Great. Man, we went to Florida. We took, it was a few years back now. It would have been probably like 4 or 5 years ago now, actually. Ooh, time flies, huh? Maybe 4 years ago. Took the family to Disney and stuff. It was so cold in Florida this for a couple of days. It was so cold that these restaurants and bars, they're like only outside, right? Well, some of them are, I should say. They literally closed. They're like, we're sorry, it's just too cold. We're closing. And there's like all these people there on vacation, you know? We're like, what? You're closing? Like, it's barely under 32 degrees. It was literally like 30 degrees in Florida when we went. Not the whole time, but like at like 10 o'clock at night on a couple of different days. Oh, Ogriax, 319 enhanced damage, life leech on there. Ooh, yeah. I mean, it pretty much is cool if you want to use like rare stuff. You know what I mean? Like a rare build. Grief is gonna beat it out, of course, but I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Geez, I gotta compare it to my other Ogriaxes. Ogriaxes. If it was ethereal, ooh yeah, ethereal repair, Fool's mod. Oh my gosh. But actually, if it gets the Fool's mod, it couldn't be over 300 anyways. But 312 right now. Okay, all right. Oh, that's illegal, G-Stacks. You can't buy those. Fred says, do a Phil cast. We can talk about food, Diablo, and fantasy football, of course. Maybe. I have to keep in mind for next season some fantasy football stuff. G-Stack, sound like you're don't handle flying very good, you say, huh? It's unfortunate. I'm fine-ish with flying personally, but yeah, that's unfortunate. My mom is real bad with flying. She gets very, very bad feeling when she flies, we'll say. I just have to look out the window the whole time. I have to look out the window for like a half hour straight while we're taking off. Because if I'm moving, if I change directions a lot and change like forces between forward and backwards, you know, so when you take off you push back and then you fly up, like I have to visually see stuff moving or I get really like, ugh, you know, really don't feel good. That's just me. Toaster says, keep finding yellow Shakos, battle boot, just all rare stuff, huh? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, you're gonna find more of those than you find other unique stuff, so. I don't know what the statistical odds are of finding a rare and unique, but you definitely find more unique or rare. You find an item rare way more often than you find it unique. And, yeah. And if you're looking for it, you'll notice every time it drops rare. That's the biggest thing. Is the main thing is you're noticing it dropping rare. You probably don't notice how often rare cedar bows drop, right? But you always notice how when a rare Shako drops, when you need a Shako, right? Shako. Yeah, George, exactly. Yeah, PH in there for everything, of course. Fantasy football filled cast. Oh, it rolls off the tongue good. Jag, would it be better off farming terror zones or 85 areas? I would say it's gonna matter what the terror zone is. Like, really, right now, it's if I went and got a perfect build, farming Worldstone Keep would definitely be the best thing, most efficient to do right now. If I wanted to but the thing is I only have an hour, and to transfer all my gear over to whatever Sorceress, Jabazon, Paladin, or whatever I end up doing, to transfer all the gear over and rebuild the character make sure I get the points in the right spot, make sure, you know, this and that, it would take me 20 minutes to do, and I'd lose a big part of the terror zone anyways. So that's the way I kind of think about it, at least. And plus I'm kind of getting sick of chasing terror zones, which is one of the reasons I really don't like the implementation of terror zones. Having to chase, you know, feeling you have to chase the terror zones, like you have to play and do what they want you to do when they want you to do it, is really annoying to me. It's real annoying. But yeah. Favorite class? I guess if you went by what I played, also welcome in first time. I guess I'd have to say Sorceress. Like, having teleport early on for free is just so awesome. But yeah. So I guess I'd have to go with Sorceress. Kind of boring, but you know. I noticed when an F unique Thresher dropped. Oh yeah, I bet you did, Fred. That's a pretty sick find. Pretty sick find. What about maps like PD2? I don't know. I played PD2 for several seasons, and I did not like the whole mapping and stuff. Trying to like re-roll maps and I don't know. So I didn't like that either. I really just like Diablo 2. Gotta start fantasy football around playoffs. Continue through the off season to start up a league. Well, I can definitely get a league going if I started a fantasy football channel, but it's really just taking the time to do that, you know? Because if I started a fantasy football channel or anything else that I insert into my life, it means either I'll have to sacrifice time going to the gym or streaming here or making videos here, you know what I mean? So Nitty, yeah, I did see the post about the new season coming up and the couple of little bug fixes. One of them actually pretty cool. Glad they fixed that, to be honest. But Bill, oh yeah, I don't even care about Tyro's Might anymore. Good call. Good point there. Never, I don't, not at all. Literally none. I don't care about it, none. Just none. Alright, is the game not listening anymore? Okay, I actually want to find it a lot, but you got to trick the game like that, so. Everybody knows it. It is known. I keep forgetting. Okay, I just need to go back down. I want to compare this to my other trophy Ogre X. Ogre X. How do you play a playoff team if the team's eliminated? Well, you'd have to do other, yeah, I don't want that actually. You'd have to do other type of fantasy content, like daily, or there actually is a, I haven't played in it the last year, but some of my buddies do a fantasy playoff thing where you redraft right at the beginning of the playoffs, and you only get points based upon if you have the player on your team all year, but you get points for everybody you drafted. But if they're out of the playoffs, then when they don't play, you just get a 0, of course. So you got to decide, like, am I taking Tyreek Hill, who's probably going to be out the first week, or am I going to take like a player who's worse on, like, we'll say the Lions, because they're going to make the Super Bowl, you know what I mean? But you don't know who's going to make the Super Bowl necessarily, but you have to draft thinking about who you think is going to go further, and are the teams that's going to go further, like, you know, hypothetically, if you think the Lions are going to make the Super Bowl, are you going to draft Jameson Williams, the second wide receiver on the Lions, or are you going to draft like the #1 receiver on a team you think is going to get knocked out in the second round? Like, what's a good example of a team that's got a really good receiver, but like, are you going to draft Puka, who's going to get knocked out in the first or second round, or are you going to draft like, you know, the #1 receiver for a team you think is going to win the Super Bowl, right? So you got to make decisions like that. So it's kind of interesting. I didn't play it the last like year or two because I just didn't want to spend the money on it. But yeah, because that's the one problem. I don't know. Everyone must keep making more and more and more money except for me, because everyone keeps raising the prices that they want to charge on these fantasy football leagues and stuff. Inflation, I guess, huh? But only draft Chiefs and Lions. Exactly, Fred. That's exactly what I would do. A solid strat. Yeah, it gets real funny when like really good players start sliding, and it's like, oh boy, where do you like when Derrick Henry was on the Titans and they made the playoffs, and it's like, are you going to draft Derrick Henry, who's like guaranteed to get knocked out in the first round, or are you going to draft like who would have been somebody at the time, like the running back 2 for a team that you think's, you know, like, are you going to draft Jerick McKinnon, or are you going to draft Derrick Henry? You know, that's the kind of things it comes down to. When Jerick McKinnon was like, you know, Pacheco's backup. Henry keeps sliding, and then someone's got to take him somewhere, right? George says they beat the Patriots in the first round. You were there? Well, yeah, okay. So maybe you get the example, though, right? Even though, whatever. Tonester says, which patch? So they're going to have a patch coming out for the new season, but patch is kind of a over-exaggeration of what it is, but it is a patch, literally. They're just fixing 2 bugs and the new season of D2R, so coming up on the 6th of December.
White Crows donated $4.99 through Super
Thank you so much,
Chat.
you legend. Ooh.
I am the epitome of Diablo 2 mediocrity. I've never made it past Act 4 hell, but I'll keep slaying until I get something good.
Oh, never made it past Act 4 hell, huh? Well, keep plugging away, you know. Look up some tips and tricks can definitely help you out. But either way, hey, you're having good time with D2R. That's what I love to hear. And thank you so much for the $4.99. We'll just call it $5 super chat. White Crows, you legend. Ooh. Appreciate you. Hype. First super chat of all time. Appreciate you. Who was that from again? What was there in here? Meme Coin said I should make a video highlighting the gear I found in D2 relative to what I found in D2R. I mean, it kind of an interesting idea. I actually did have a ton of stuff on old D2 too. Like, I was doing a Holy Grail and I had like most of the rarest stuff, with the exception of like Tyrell's Might and Templar's Might, a couple other ones. But yeah, I mean, most of that. The thing is that I played D2 full time, and back then in old D2, you know, LOD, I did not. So I've really put a lot more time into Diablo 2 Resurrected. So wouldn't say it wouldn't exactly be a fair comparison, but I wasn't almost dead. Why do I have such low life? Maybe I forgot to do battle orders the whole time. Rocking that Orb Hydra build in your video. Slaps in hell at level 70. It's a very convenient, like, players one playthrough type of build. Yeah, you can kind of, if you're just, you know, normal dude playing through the game, it really is great to have both specs, and I know people really do love that. So yeah, glad that is working out for you. That's working out for you. Remember when Blizzard deleted characters and stuff and accounts when you didn't use them for 3 months? Made you quit back in the day. I do remember that, yeah. Yeah. At some point well, actually nowadays, like, storage and stuff is so nothingness that they probably don't ever have to do that again, but you figure at some point they would, though. Like, if someone hasn't used their account, their D2R account, in like 3 years, they delete it or something. Not that I'm recommending they should do this, but I was just kind of thinking out loud that at some point, you know, you haven't played D2R in 10 years, your characters are getting deleted. Something like that, you know? You took G-Stack's bubblegum? No! Oh, hold up. But yes. Guaranteed not to be a stone crusher. Guaranteed to be a Schaefer's hammer. Boom! Wait a second. Why does that Schaefer say stone crusher on it? I can't figure it out. Okay. Ooh, look at that, 23 flat damage. I mean, it's almost a grief, really, if you think about it. 23 flat damage, I mean, it's almost a grief. Funny looking Schaefers. Very funny looking Schaefers. Damn, welcome in. Howdy, howdy. DAM. Must be a glitch, yeah. True story. Thanks a lot, chat. Don't know how, but it's your fault. Also, give G-Stacks his gun back. That's cruel. Let's see. First 3 good runes have been Mal Ist from the Countess and a lucky Ohm from Andy. Oh, nice. Mal Ist Ohm. Wait a second. Wait a second. Isn't that everything you need to make a call to arms? Let's go. That's some convenience right there. Congrats on that one, Tonester. Holy moly. Should I get a flail and make a call to arms? See, I prefer not to make them in a flail just because then it looks exactly like your Heart of the Oak when you make one of those. But it really doesn't matter too much if you don't mind, you know. Like I always keep, right now I can tell my call to arms is up because these are here. And if this is up, that means it's my main hand weapon. So, also, I do have an aura too. But yeah. So, I mean, a crystal sword is not too hard to find, but it's all up to you. It really doesn't matter too much. Also, I make them in weird weapons too, like this I made in a war axe, which is inconvenient when you have a Doom Berserker axe on the other hand, but usually it never looks like this. Or a double axe, different things like that. You know, I always kind of do that just to be funny. But I do need to go. This is true. Pickaxe Fred, he's a big fan of the pickaxe. If you socket a white sword, it'll get 5 sockets. It depends on the sword and where you found it. 5-socketed swords, I mean, you can go run Nightmare Cows and for a minute and find one. So I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't Larzik anything to get 5 sockets for a call to arms. Just try to find something. If you do it in a flail, it's really not that big a deal. So, but make sure certain items will get 6 sockets, some will get 4, some will get 5. Plus, where you find it, it could change. If you Larzik something from normal difficulty, it's not going to get enough sockets and stuff like that. So, yeah, be careful with that. I would suggest not Larzicking to get a base for call to arms. But yes, I do need to go. Appreciate y'all for shouting that out. Because yeah, the last time you guys made me forget my kid, boy, I was never more mad at you guys than I was that time. Kidding, of course. It's obviously my fault. I'm a jokester like that. So, got to take off though. But huge thanks to the super chats today and new channel members. There is no joke. I'm not exaggerating. Thanks to y'all generosity, channel support. You really do make it possible for me to keep streaming and making videos on this channel. So yeah, I'm so grateful to each and every one of you guys. So huge shout out to the channel members and Twitch subs, absolute legends, and anyone who super chats or supports the channel. So peace out, fellas. Do not forget to keep slaying. Ooh. Just always slay. Just slay all the time. All the time.